Try holding water with a fist. The tighter you close, the more it escapes. That's how most people manifest. Clenched, chasing, begging the world to notice how much they want it. But the universe doesn't move for noise, it moves for rhythm, for match, for stillness. You say you want it, you dream of it, you script it, but your energy says, I don't have it, I need it, I'm scared it won't come. And that fear screams louder than any vision board. You attract not what you shout, but what you embody. And embodiment begins where gripping ends. So stop pressing. Open the hand, drop the voice, stand still. That's when things start to turn. Let's begin there. The universe doesn't respond to need, it responds to alignment. Most people try to pull things in without becoming the vessel that can hold them. You say you want love, but you can't sit in your own company. You want freedom, but your life is a cage you built. You want peace, but your breath is always running. Wanting is loud, matching is silent. The Stoics didn't manifest by force. They removed the blocks, they built structure, and then they stood still. Not to wait, but to become. Because when you become, you don't attract it, you are it. And what matches you finds you. So if you really want it, don't chase, don't wish, don't beg, just build the version of you that holds it without shaking. That's the signal. That's the shift. That's where things begin to move. You keep asking, when will it come? But that's the wrong question. The question is, am I on the right frequency to receive it? Reality doesn't bend to pressure. It bends to vibration. The Stoics didn't chase new outcomes. They adjusted inner order. Because when your energy is cluttered, the signal gets distorted. You want clarity, but you feed chaos. You want alignment, but your habits hum at the wrong pitch. You don't need to control the result. You just need to clear the noise. Tune your thoughts, sharpen your actions, quiet your breath. Not to summon, but to match. The signal is always out there, but only the clear receivers pull it in. Let this be your next shift. Don't push the world. Just shift what you're broadcasting. The more you say its name, the more it hides. Because need has a smell, a weight, a tone the universe doesn't respond to. You light candles, repeat affirmations, visualize again and again. But every time you say, I want it, what you're really saying is, I don't have it. The Stoics knew this. They didn't beg, they didn't chase, they embodied. And when you embody something, you don't call for it. You behave as if it's already here. That's the paradox. Letting go is the loudest invitation. Silence is the strongest magnet. Stillness pulls what striving pushes away. So stop repeating the name. Stop holding it like a banner. Stop reminding the world what you lack. You've said enough. Now become quiet enough to let it find you. Let this be your next shift. Receiving begins when asking ends. You don't grow a seed by holding it. You bury it, you cover it, you walk away. And in the dark, in the silence, it begins to move. But most people, they plant desires, then dig them up daily. Checking, doubting, worrying if they did it right. That's not manifestation. That's anxiety dressed as effort. The Stoics planted quietly, then returned to stillness. Because they knew deep roots require soft ground. You can't force becoming, you can only prepare the conditions that let it happen. So soften, open, hold space, and trust what's meant to grow grows better when left undisturbed. Let this be your next shift. Stop watching the soil. Start trusting the root. You keep asking, when will it happen? But maybe that's the wrong clock. Because the universe doesn't work on deadlines. It works on matches. You want the thing, but do you match it? Do you think like it? Move like it? Hold yourself like it's already here? If not, you're early. And the universe is never late. The Stoics didn't count days, they counted alignment. Is the mind sharp? Is the path clean? Is the breath still? You don't wait for results. You become ready for them. And when readiness happens, so does arrival. So stop pacing the room. Stop refreshing the sky. Ask better. Do I align with what I asked for? Can it find a home in me? Would it stay if it arrived now? Let this be your next shift. The answer isn't delayed. You're just still becoming the door. You put dates on things you can't control. This month, before the year ends, if I do this, it'll show up. But manifestation isn't a delivery window, it's a frequency tuning. And tuning doesn't depend on time, it depends on discipline. The Stoics didn't ask, when will it happen? They asked, am I still in rhythm, like a musician? Practicing the same notes each morning. Not to rush the song, but to become ready for when it's time to play. You can't force the audience, you can only sharpen your sound. So stop tracking the outcome, track the signal, track the breath. Track how still you are while waiting. Because when it's right, it won't need an appointment, it will just fit. Let this be your next shift. Don't time the result. Time your alignment. You think it's gone, that thing you wanted, that version of life, that moment you dreamed, but maybe it's not gone. Just circulating, waiting for a place that's finally open, because nothing returns to what's closed. The Stoics didn't chase what left. They cleaned the room, cleared the noise, opened the windows, and waited in stillness. Because energy is like light, it finds gaps, it moves where it's invited. You want something? Don't look for it. Make room for it. Don't knock, light the door. No one enters a house that's locked, dark, and full of old noise. So clear the space. Soft eyes, soft hands, soft breath. Let this be your next shift. Stop searching. Become the place where it wants to return. The strongest signals don't make a sound. No chant, no call, no announcement. Just presence. You think you have to speak it, claim it, project it into the world. But there's a point. Where saying too much breaks the field. Where trying to attract turns into pushing away. The Stoics knew this. They weren't loud about their desires. They weren't loud about anything. They tuned their state. Let the world notice. Because silence isn't absence. It's a field. It's gravity. It pulls what's meant to move, without asking, without proof. The clearest energy says nothing, needs nothing, stands there, and what's true falls into orbit. So hush. Let this be your next shift. Stop declaring. Start emitting. Silently. Every time you say, I want this, you anchor yourself in the space where you don't have it. And that space speaks louder than any wish. You don't manifest by needing, you manifest by becoming the version of you who's already there. And from that place, you don't ask, you don't chase, you just receive. Not because you convinced the world, but because you no longer stood in the frequency of lack. You became a quiet match, a still resonance, a door already open, and what's true walked in. So let go of the grip, leave the place where the wanting lived, and step into the version of you that no longer waits. Let that be the signal, not the sound, not the force, just the quiet truth that you are already ready.